Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is anyone going to join? It's a bit early for a live stream, I know. Hey, Elliot. Before you, doing a quick Q&A chill out live stream from my very tiny hotel room here in Prague. Lightspeed, Yuri, Hannes, Manu, Sjord, Simone. Play that, Morris, Apocalypse. Wow, lots of people joining. So officially it's day 2, but it's day 1 of Prague. Arrived here yesterday afternoon. Did a little bit of walking around. Went to the Prusa factory very quickly to speak to Joe yesterday. Today we should be meeting up so I can do some recording and the factory. Hannes, so just to let you know, if you get an MMU V2, I'm going to have to kill you. I'm going to have to steal an MMU V2. Have you picked all the mural people? So, mural, I received an insane amount of requests. I honestly was not expecting that many. I'm very happy. As soon as I get back to Malta, I'll be sending emails to everyone with their relative parts to print. Hey, Jimmy. Fernando. Hello, dude. So, yes, the trip was okay, slightly tiring because I had to leave Malta very, very, very early in the morning. Taxi came to pick me up at about 3:30 in the morning, so I didn't sleep yesterday while I was wrecked all day, which is why I'm probably looking slightly still tired. Hey, Sebastian. Fernando, extrusion problems in what way? If it's this notorious uneven extrusion, I'll be doing a feature on that because I spoke to Joe a little bit about that. They think they might have found the issue, and it's not necessarily a Mark III issue, but I'll get to that into more detail in another video. Dizengoff, hey Joe, go to Prague, it's a beautiful city. It is a beautiful city. The problem is that yesterday it was a beautiful day, very hot, 30 degrees, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Today it's 14, windy, and raining. Hold on, let me silent my mobile. How you start your channel? How did I start my channel? It's just I ordered a couple of printers and then I decided to document the journey of someone who's never used a 3D printer. And it just took off from there. You've quite a following. Thankfully, yes, channel has grown quite a bit. Hi, how was Prague? Seen Joseph yet, or did you just arrive? Now, I arrived yesterday, seen Joseph for a very little bit, did a very quick tour of the factory. It has grown an insane amount since the last time I was here. Hold on, let me pause that so I don't lose the chat. I think there's about 5 or 6 floors now. It's grown. The amount of people working there, the departments, the research and development, the engineers, customer support, it's just incredible. It's mind-blowing. Honestly speaking, I'm finding it hard to understand how Joe makes money off printers now because the company has grown so much. Good afternoon, Mr. Fribble. The issue on GitHub. Yes, I'll be talking about that very soon. What are you looking forward to most on your excursion? Definitely more details about the new multi-material upgrade. Very, very much looking forward to the Maker Fair that's happening starting tomorrow. I am really excited to see how it's going to be. How to get a sticker from you. At the moment, Manu, my stickers because I'm waiting for some new artwork for the channel. I spoke to Tariq Ali, who is the guy that made the Spanner Hands sponsored by introduction video to work on some stuff for me for merchandise. Once that's done, I'll launch that. I'll have stickers, and then I will be doing a contest for more designs from you guys. And the winner gets, well, free swag. Normal day in Scotland, yeah. Your Mark III is troublesome. See, the thing is, I've never had problems with my Mark IIs or more Mark IIIs, and it's I can't say that all Mark IIIs are perfect. Like any other product, you're gonna get some products off an assembly line or something which are troublesome. This is like buying a car. 1 out of 100 cars is going to have a defect, but that's where the customer support comes in. You wouldn't get the same customer support from Tronxy, for example. It's just the way it is. Nothing is perfect. Everything is done by humans, and humans make mistakes. Marcus, thank you. Do you get sick of people asking the best under $300 question? It's not that I get sick of it. I understood. I know why people ask that. It's just a misconception that the best 3D printer exists because it's not a generic answer. The best 3D printer is the one that is working for you when you need it. Thanks, Ian. Hey, Mike is in the house. I want to buy a 3D printer to print Lego custom parts. Do you think it's worth it? Honestly, yes, because nowadays, 3D printers have become relatively reliable at a decent price. So, for example, something like the Ender 3, if you just want to print small trinkets, you're not going to use it that much, absolutely worth it. So when you'll be changing your name from 3D Maker Noob to 3D Maker Expert? Haha, never. The 3D Maker Noob, that noob, I mean, I started off as a complete noob in 3D printing. I didn't understand anything. Along the time, what happened was that people were either not clicking on any of my thumbnails because they saw the word noob and they thought that I'm someone that doesn't understand anything. Other people got a bit annoyed because they felt like I'm being, well, I'm kind of making fun of it because I'm not a noob and I know what I'm talking about. And it was a bit of a misconception. The noob aspect will always be there because I'm always learning something new. And it's the way I see things. It's always from that exciting something new perspective, which is why I had changed the channel name from 3D Maker Noob to 3D and Men. We at Hotel in Bel Air. Oh, Earth. I would have loved to join Earth. What are your plans for the channel's future? Same stuff or going different directions? I'm definitely going to do more projects. If you probably noticed, my reviews are going to slightly go down. I don't want to do that many reviews. I want to do fun projects. I have a lot of ideas. Unfortunately, the move to a new place took quite a bit of time. And well, it kind of held me back a bit. But now that it's almost all up and running, I can start doing more projects. Jimmy Nelson, Joe, go steal an MMV2 and V2 to all of your patrons as giveaway. Maybe I will. Anyways, Joseph, they plan to offer different printers like a large RFDM or a standard SLA machine in the future. Well, Prusa did buy an SLA 3D printer company, and I know they will be selling them eventually, and I know they'll probably go open source because that's the Prusa thing, but I don't have enough details just yet. Okay. That's it, Hans. Go to sleep for a bit. I'm bringing a list of fame for all the Elecon on Sunday, doing the videography and photography. Awesome. Hey, Joe, I love you. Nothing more than that. Thank you very much, Sebastian. So although it's good, sometimes it's clogging, jamming. I fear I have to print the Hotend again. Possibly the Hotend then. When are we going to see 3D printer makers start making other items like laser cutters? If Crazy made a laser cutter would be awesome. The thing is, to do a laser cutter, you'd have to have quite a powerful laser. And then you need exhaust and everything. So laser engravers, yes. Hi from Dubai. Hello. I love the noob tag, as I'm also a noob. We're all noobs at something. We're always going to learn something new. Will you post something on your other channel? Yes, I will. I definitely will. Right now, my priority is setting up everything to make sure that this channel kind of keeps on growing, because that's my main concern. And also, it's part of my income. So once that's done, then I'll switch on to the other channel. I have a lot of things I want to do on the other channel, mainly revolving around drones. Have a great day, SQ. I'm from Czech Republic, and I was in Prague many times. And if you want to have a really good kebab, go to Kambe Doner Kebab. Awesome. I went to this place yesterday, and they had like traditional food, and I had like pork ribs. Oh, it was so good. Hi, Eric. What other channel? I have another channel called Just Joe, which will feature things that have nothing to do with 3D printing mainly. Just me blabbering about. At least that's what I intend for it to be. If I review any other stuff other than 3D printers like drones or crash drones, I'll definitely be crashing drones. I've already crashed a drone in that channel. Mentos. Glad you're enjoying Prague, lovely city. It is. I like your second channel too. I want videos on that. Hey, you will, I promise. Have you started sending out mural parts yet? No, not yet, Eric. I will do so probably Monday or Tuesday when I'm back in Malta. I'll be a bit busy here, and all the files are in Malta. So, but what I'm doing here is sort of taking tally of everything on an Excel sheet, so I'll know what to send and where when I get back. Yashin E58 footage. Breathtaking. Hey, Clyde, love you too, man. What would you say to do to grow your channel from absolute zero? My suggestion would be to do something that you are passionate about. Do things you love. Don't necessarily do things that, I'm not going to say that people want, but do something you're passionate about, because that is projected onto the viewers. It's projected onto the screen, what you say, what you do, how you say it, and how you do it. And people pick up on the enthusiasm, and you sort of go along with it. Most of all, always be humble. I've learned that it's always good to be humble. Move back home during summer from uni is too boring. Help send snacks or filament, or both. Hey, print it. If you want Czech food, go to a restaurant. Sklenik. I forgot what the name of the restaurant was. Joe, when you can, go to eForce FE Prague at the Maker Fair. It's a student race team comparable to the one I'm part of, and it's really interesting. Awesome. Sorry, Joe, I have to go and fit my mate's washing machine. I hope you have a great time. Have fun and keep up the great videos. Thank you very much. Hey, Joe, please do more videos on budget 3D printers. People like me like that. Good luck with your works. Thank you very much. I'll be doing a lot more videos on how to upgrade 3D printers. I want to do guides on How you choose your 3D printers, what to ask yourself when buying a 3D printer. The video quality is still good even if it's a toy drone. Yes, the Eaton E58 actually did have decent quality camera. Joe, when are you headed stateside again? Got any plans to attend any events here? So, if I find myself a sponsor, I would like to attend World Maker Faire in New York this year, but that's only if I find myself a sponsor, because at the moment I cannot afford it. The only reason why I'm in Prague is because Prusa generously sponsored this trip. How are your family? They're actually doing very well. At the moment, my wife and my daughter are still in Malta. They're actually in Gozo, which is another small island next to Malta. They went to see my wife's parents, spend the weekend there. They'll be back on Sunday, and I'll be back to Malta on Monday. I want to go to Prague tomorrow, but too many other things got in the way. I hope you'll film a lot at the Maker Faire. I plan to. Shout out to all here from Country Club. Morning all. Morning. Real question. Why do Telma 3D use the tiny spool for bridge nylon? All their others have normal size. Actually, I printed with bridge nylon for the first time ever last week. I did some customer prints. I really like that nylon. I printed it on the Alpha Y ZU10, which handled it very nicely. Can you do a video about building a DLP printer? For example, the Ruby from Instructables with DLP projector. Interesting, I didn't know about that. Hi Joe, still waiting for your Race 3D Pro 2 review. In the meantime, I've ordered one too. The Pro 2, I love the Pro 2. It's a beast of a machine. Had a little teething problems because my unit wasn't actually a sale unit, it was a pre-production unit, so I had to do quite a lot of things to it. But once it was done, oh man, that machine prints ABS like a dream. Well, fingers crossed you find someone to sponsor here. My wife and I will be going to New York Maker Faire. It would be awesome to meet you. That would be cool. Your daughter is really cute. Thank you. I am from Prague. You'll love it here. Awesome. You should come to Make Nashville Maker Faire. I'd go anywhere if I could. Do you plan on buying more DJI drones? I know that there's a DJI, what's it called? The Mavic Pro 2 in the works. I'm looking forward to that. At the moment, I can't buy anything. At the moment, I'm just broke. Because I'm doing this full time. I'm doing my 3D printing services full time. And a few other bits and bobs here and there. My affiliates helps a lot, so that's all I'm doing, or at least I'm trying to do for now. I hope you have fun in Prague. Looking forward to seeing cool stuff from the show. Hi Joe, how do you keep up with all the vapors, fumes, and microparticles coming off the printers? Do you have some sort of air purifier, or don't you worry about that? The truth is that in my office, I have 2 or 3 printers, so I don't print too much in my office while I'm there. I mostly print with PLA. If it's ABS, I use the Pro 2, which has an air filtration system in it, or a HEPA filter. Same thing with the Sigma R17. I have an enclosure with an air filter in it. For everything else, it's in the garage, and it's usually quite open. And honestly, I don't know if that's me being a bit too slack, but I don't tend to worry too much if I'm printing with PLA. My mentality is that PLA is actually sugar. So it's probably less harmful than me having a walk outside in the street with car exhaust fumes. Spanner Hands in the house, my sponsor. Make sure you go check him out. Where are we going to be in a year or two with 3D printers? Hopefully in a much better place. I think actually someone just asked, Mike just asked on Twitter, are there too many 3D printers or too little? Personally, I think there's more than enough 3D printers. What lacks is innovation. And it feels like Very few companies nowadays are innovating, and people are just copying. So I think that companies should really focus on innovation, like multi-materials, more reliable printers, more user-friendly 3D printers. I think that should be the way forward. In 2 or 3 years' time, I'm hoping that SLS will become much more accessible for desktop than it is today. Greetings from Iceland, people. How's everyone doing? Hey! Love your new makerspace. I cannot wait to see more of it and how you develop into a great place to work from home from and show us. Will do, I promise. Are you ever going to visit SC? SC would be South Carolina? I'm just wondering. How do you, hold on. How do you price custom prints for your customers? That is actually something I might do an episode about, because I know a lot of people factor into a lot of things when pricing for customers. I have a fixed price per printed gram for prints, depending on the material. If it's PLA, it's X amount per printed gram. It makes it very easy for me, because when I slice something and I see it's going to take about 20 grams to print, I can just, my price times 20 grams, and I have a price for the customer. And that price factors in my time, my electricity bill, materials, and the markup. So it's the easiest way for me to do it. If it's something very complicated, I might do an additional fee on top of that. Have you been up to Washington? Not yet, unfortunately. I don't know how are we supposed to get work done when Joe is live streaming. Sorry, this was a very quick stream, mainly because at 2 o'clock, and now it's 1:45. In 15 minutes, Brazil is going to play, and I'm a big fan of Brazil, so I will watch the game. Good morning. Is it morning? Well, it's almost 2 o'clock, so it's still morning. SLAs can be much less messy to get into many houses. Exactly, stuff like that. People need to innovate. I am planning to print things for customers. How can I start? First of all, the easiest way nowadays is to create a Facebook page with your services. Throw in some photos of your own designs or things you printed just to get people's attention. And it should start from there. I was very lucky because I partnered up with FabLab, Valletta, and Malta. So they outsourced their 3D printing to me. Good afternoon, Nigel. Gunnar, I am actually a very big fan of Iceland. It's not 3D printing related, but Iceland, first of all, it's something that Maltese look up to, because Iceland has less population than Malta, and Malta has never made it to the World Cup. Iceland is the kind of country I love watching playing football, because it's not about money. And that's what has changed about football. It's all about the money. Players getting paid like 200 grand a week. So there's no love for the game anymore. It's all about money. Whereas Iceland, they don't get paid for all this. They all have part-time jobs or 2 jobs apart from that. So they play for the passion of it, for the pride of the country. And that is why they succeed. There are still a lot of people that do not understand what 3D printing is. Explaining it sometimes gets you very excited customers. Very true. You also get a lot of customers who are very, I'm just going to say, they'll ask you to print something and they overestimate 3D printing. I have a Tronxy P802MA. How do I get the printer to go left as it prints a little to the right? That would have to be changing something in the firmware. Many of our players are pro players, but also many of them are part-time. I mean, your goaler is a TV director. Come on. He's awesome. Cruiser survey lifted an odor of resin in the air. Would you dig in, please? I will. I promise I will. Canadian Maker Project. Morning, Maker Nude. Hey, it was cool to see you. Cheers, man. All right, so I think that was a success. I'll probably do another one during the weekend if I have time. It'll be busy during the day. A live stream, that is. But yeah, for a quick chat, I was getting a bit bored in my room. I'm waiting for Joe to message me. I've been waiting for him all morning. Turns out he overslept. Thought he was ignoring me. But yeah, I'll be going there later on to film and everything. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I've been recording a bit, vlogging, so if I have time, I'll try to edit something and upload it tomorrow or Sunday, just so you can get a glimpse of what's happening at Maker Faire and also at the factory. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. Nigel, it's all about the dimensions and the firmware. So my best advice would be to look up Marlin firmware articles online and set the dimensions of the print volume. So look up Marlin 3D printer dimensions, and you should be able to find something. In the meantime, that is it for me, guys. Well, at least for now. I'll speak to you guys very soon. Sorry if I interrupted your work today. Very early live stream for my usual. But yeah, it makes life much easier like this. So make sure you have a good day. Take care of yourself. And as always, happy making, guys.